Hey guys, welcome back to Fallout 4. As I said, we're not going to do a whole lot here other than building. Right now we're at Sanctuary Hills. And I ran around for a while and picked up some supplies and whatnot, so the first thing that I want to do as far as building goes, so I want to show you something first. If we look up in the top right corner and we see my size, I'm not sure if everybody knows this yet or not, but there is a way to, I don't know if it's a glitch, I don't know if it was supposed to be that way or this way, but let me close out of here real quick and let me show you. What I want to do is grab a couple of guns or weapons rather, that are stacked. Just because they're easier to deal with. So anything over 6 really. Or 6 or higher. Now, we're going to come out here or actually we'll come over here. Now what I want to do is I want to drop these on the ground. And the reason I'm doing with stacked items is because they fall in nice little piles. You see that? There's 9 shotguns there even though we can only see 1. So now we want to go into our building thing here and watch the size as I scrap these. You can, if you look real close, you can see it ticking down just ever so slightly. And that's how, when you start running out of space, if you drop all, instead of using the workbenches to destroy your things, if you just throw them on the ground like that and destroy them, it'll, for whatever reason, it increases your lot size. So, there we have that. But moving on here, the first thing we want to do, that I need to do actually, is I need to set up a beacon. And where you put it doesn't really matter as long as it's in here somewhere. Now I don't think I'm using anything with power yet. So for now, and this will probably change later, for now I'm going to put him, if I can remember, that's a siren. I gotta remember where the beacons are at, bear with me here. There they are. So we're going to put this right here for now. Then we need to put some power to it. Which for now we'll just use a little bitty guy because we're just powering that. Now, we have to attach a wire to it, and boom. Now, what this will do is it'll tell other settlers or other people where we are. It transmits a signal for people to come here and live with us. Good stuff. So right now we have 5 people. We have no food for some reason, again. I'll tell you, every time that I've logged in, they have had no food, and I don't know why.
Get through today. You've been through a rough time, man. The worst. Just, let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Oh, okay.
So we need to put in some food.
I know I haven't been pulling my weight around here, and I'm really trying to do better. Okay?
Come on, there's nothing to apologize for. You worry about you, everything will take care of itself.
Okay. Thanks, Sturgis. Thanks for checking in on me.
Of course. We look out for our own. Always.
See, now we've got 6 people. And I'm just kind of giving them a food variety at the moment. I don't have a whole lot of mut fruits just yet. Or whatever the heck they're called. See, here's the mut fruits. We'll put in a couple of these. Potato plants we could use. There's a couple of items that we'll be making for our oil, and I think it's oil, but definitely for adhesive. So that's good for now. Let me go find some folks here. We're gonna make Jun Long, whatever his name is, we're gonna make him harvest for us. So our gourds and melons are good. Our 2 carrots are good. And I'll reorganize this later. Right now I'm just trying to slap it all in. Just trying to get it started. Because like I said, every time I've logged in for whatever reason, the garden is gone. I don't understand it. Marcy will be good. That's good for now. 18 food, 9 water, and then we got a 6th person somewhere. So let's find them. That's Carla. She's a merchant. She's going to come sell stuff to us now. I'm just trying to see if I can find where the random... Oh, there he goes. Settler. He thought he was assigned to food, but we are going to set up a supply line. So Q, and we're going to go to the Red Rocket. Now I'll show you what that does. Here is where we are. Sanctuary. Here is the Red Rocket. If I hit C to show supply lines, these 2 are now connected together. So they will share resources, or anything that is inside the construction thingamadoo, the big thing that all your supplies are stored in. So that's what I wanted to show everybody first. And then that's really it. And then next, we'll come down to the Red Rocket, and we will just run there. It's fairly close. I had to remember which button was the run button. Between this game and Skyrim, the controls are fairly the same. The run buttons are different. Alright, now we had cleared out all of the resources from in the workshop. So if we take a look at it, it doesn't have anything in it. But if I wanted to build something, like let's say we want to build another power generator, we can see that I am able to build it. Because I'm using the resources from the total network. See, all that circuitry I have, and crystal I have, and steel I have 3,000 because I'm using the steel from the connected locations. That's kind of how that works. I know a lot of people get confused on that and aren't exactly sure how to set them up, but that's more or less how you do it. Now, we also, now there's a radio beacon here, so people will also come to the Red Rocket. But Abernathy Farm is under attack, so we're going to go there real quick and help them out. That's the downside. Once you put these beacons up, people know you're there, and they'll come try to raid you and attack you and kidnap settlers and everything else.
Here we go.
Oh. Wasn't expecting all of that. I don't remember, it's been so long. I don't remember what VATS is. Alright, well we helped them. That's good. Let's loot all these here ghouls up. Alright, there it is. VATS is Q. Sorry about that. So now we got
growing well.
all of these potatoes, which we can use for starch, I believe.
I
We
need
need
to
corn
assign
too.
someone to this. I need to assign someone to this.
See, there's nobody assigned to their food either. Now these guys, you can see that I pretty much, I stripped their house out. There's nothing in here except for beds. 2 beds, that's it. 3 beds, I'm sorry. Everything else is gone. Alright, so let's go back to it. We'll go back to Sanctuary Hills real quick. As soon as we get there. So here we are. Now let's take a look at a couple of things. We've got 3 power, we've got 9 water. But now that we have some materials, first thing I want to do is I want to come down here to this little river or stream or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to put in a big pumping station here. It does require power. So I'll go ahead and put a generator in the vicinity. Now you can see they have 19 water. I don't necessarily know the correct formula for people to water and people to food and people to power ratios. I mean, I guess as long as the power's good, it's okay, and as long as there's enough beds for everybody, it should be okay. As far as food and water go, there's some type of formula as far as what's the best way to go with that. I usually try to keep them about double my population, at the very least. Now we will get into some tips and tricks as far as how to build this place up, but kind of for now I'm just kind of getting started because I do need many more resources, and I wanted to show you guys how to start the supply lines beforehand, so that way I didn't want to do that offline and then, you know, get a bunch of stuff started. I did enough building to put in the beds for the people and to go through the building tutorial to get, like, you know, a single turret set up for defense and just little things like that. But once we get some resources, we'll really take off and start putting some interesting things up, interesting shops and stores, instead of just slapping it all down in the middle. The other thing I should probably show you is if we look at the perk chart, in order to set up a supply line, you need charisma, basically. That one right there, local leader, is the one that you need.